I'm Betsy. This is Nicky. We're going to be giving you a mat Pilates class focusing on the core and some upper body workout. We're going to start with our Pilates stance, which means that you're pressing your heels together, your toes are slightly apart, and then you begin to press into your midline, creating length on the legs and on your spine. From here, hands on your hips, roll the shoulders back, keep the proud chest, and we begin to lift up and down, keeping those abdominals pressing in, your powerhouse, drawing the abdominals, the rib cage in, belly button pushing back. We're gonna stay up and high, and we begin to bend the knees, keeping the torso tall, try not to lean back and try not to lean forward. Nice and long. We have just one more, and we're gonna come up, lower those heels, and we're gonna bring the feet parallel. So just separate the heels, toes are facing forward, hands on your hips, again, roll those shoulders back, activate the powerhouse, and heels up and down. Make sure you're activating those glutes too. We stay up, and arms in front, bend those knees, and lower, bend, and lift, bend, extend, bend, extend. Make sure, again, those abdominals are pulling in. Last one, and extend, heels lower, and hands to your hips again. We're gonna open the feet a little bit wider than the hips, toes are slightly out, shoulders roll back again, create that length, and heels up and down. Last one, and stay up. Nice and long arms to the side, and you bend your knees. Make sure you're bending the knees towards the little toes so they're not drawing in towards the middle. Last one, and up, and heels lower all the way down. Coming into your feet slightly apart, facing forward. Roll those shoulders out. Open the arms out to the sides. And we're gonna just close and open. If you want a little bit more, you're welcome to come up to your heels and stay right there. Or just stay with your feet flat like me, or the option right there like Nicky. Imagine you're underwater when you're doing these exercises, so you're feeling that pull. Or stay out, and arms up, long and out. Make sure when you're reaching your arms out, your shoulders are not coming to your ears, they're staying down. We're gonna do one more, keep those arms out, and release. Shoulders roll back, always feel journey, and forward. Let's go ahead and come to face the fronts of your mat. Hands stay on the hips. Roll the shoulders back so your chest is open. Elbows are drawing towards the shoulder. And we're going to shift the weight to your right leg. From here, micro bend the right knee and extend the left leg back. From here, we're just pulsing and lifting that back leg up. If you need to stay a little bit with less impact, just bend, and you don't have to lift the leg too high. We can stay right here. Let's hold it and lower. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Bringing the weight to your left, right leg back, micro bend the left one, and again you can go full or we stay just halfway. Make sure those abdominals are pulling in, those glutes are working out. We have 3 more, 3, 2, and nice and tall. This is live, so it happens, right? It happens to all of us. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and go into the floor, into a tabletop position for bear planks. We're gonna lower and press your hands down onto the mat, fingers away from the shoulder, and make sure there's no space between your fingers and your mat. Roll the toes, pull those abdominals in. So powerhouse is engaged, lift the knees off the mat, and we hold here for 20 seconds. life in general, it's always better if you bring a smile to your face. So as you're lifting the knees, lift the side of your lips up and smile. And we're almost there. You have 2 and release those knees down. Go ahead and we're gonna go from our downward dog to plank. Ready? Roll the toes, hips high and back, and we come back into a high plank. Hips up and back, then come back into a high plank. If that is too much, you're always welcome just to stay here. As you push back, pull the belly button back, come back in. Push the belly button back, and come back in. Push it back, and come back into your high plank, and we hold. If you need, the knees stay down. Maybe one leg extends, maybe they're both long. Again, smile, and feel that energy getting stronger. And release the knees to the floor. We're gonna go ahead into our bear marches. So palms pressing down, toes are both. Lift the knees, and we walk the leg back and in, back and in. Again, if you need a little bit less, stay on your knees down and then extend one, come, extend and come in, extend and come in, out and come in. I got the easy part of this one, huh? And in and out. Last one, let's go ahead and come back here. And we're going from our plank into standing. So roll the toes, extending the legs nice and long. Begin to walk the hands back and lift up. Coming back with a nice long spine and reach and back and up. If this is too much again, we stay on the knees and then you come back and lift and walk back in, maybe lift, come back in and lift and come back down. And here we have 3 more. Maybe lift those knees a little bit. So just don't sell yourself short. Try it. Sometimes when we think it cannot happen, it happens. This is the last one. We stay in your nice high plank. There you go, and we hold it with a nice long smile. Full deep breaths, long deep breaths. Almost there. We're gonna lower and go into a nice stretching child's pose. Long extension. Arms rotate. We're gonna stay here for just a few more breaths and try to bring that breath back into a nice even breath. And steady. Last breath in there. And then just sit back towards your heels and we're just gonna roll those wrists out. And roll the wrist in. And coming back into our knees. I'm gonna face forward so you can see how it looks on the side and how it looks forward. So your knees are hip width apart, you're nice and tall, creating length. Imagine you have a ball in between your knees, arm goes in front, activating your abdominals, push the belly button back, almost sit on the heels, and come back up, engaging the glutes. And then sit back, engaging, and come up, and press back, and lift, and press back, and lift, and back. Activate those glutes on the way up, and back, and in, and back, and in. We're gonna stay in the middle on the next one. So lower, almost sitting, but we're not sitting. And then just a little bounce. We're feeling it right here. Pulling those abdominals in. Are we doing good? We have that nice long feel right here. And we're gonna go ahead and up onto your knees. And we're gonna stretch just back to your knees and stretch one leg back. And just cross it over to the side and stretch it. And center. Bring that knee down and we stretch the other one back. Nice long stretch. Going to our side. And coming back to center. Go ahead and come back into your tabletop position. Working again more in their core. We're gonna reach the right arm out to the sky. Take a nice long stretch. Smile. And bring that arm underneath. Lowering the elbow and the ear to the floor. We're here. We're gonna step the left leg back and then open the hips to face towards me. And then open that left arm out to the sky. And again, we're gonna stay whichever part that we feel we're already engaging and encouraging the body to stay active. Nice long, make sure the leg is not too high. Again, if this is too much, maybe you're supporting with this hand, but try to keep the leg up so we're working those abdominals. Deep breaths. You have another breath in here. And very gently, lower the toes, lower the hand, push the floor away as we come all the way up. And lower. Going to the other side, reach that left arm up to the sky. And coming under. Extend that right leg back. Open the hips. Activate. And leave that arm nice and long. Deep breaths. Remember, you can use that top hand on the floor if you need support. Or you can keep it up towards the sky. You're almost done. And releasing the leg, the hand, and pushing the floor away. Lift all the way up, back into our tabletop. Hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, and just do a few cats and cows. You inhale when you're looking up and expanding the chest. You're exhaling when you're rounding. Just do about 10 of these ones at your own rhythm, at your own breath. You need to incorporate a little bit of shake of the shoulders with the hips. Just make sure that you're doing whatever feels good on your body. Last one for me. And exhale. We're gonna come back into our table and we're gonna roll back into seated, or just make it your way to a seated position. We're gonna bend the knees. Make sure that your knees are aligned to your chest and your feet are grounded on the floor. So your feet are bolted to the mat, so they're not lifted off the floor. Arms in front and hug those hands together. We're lengthening the spine, shoulders are back. And then we go halfway and reach. And halfway and reach. As I go back, I'm pressing and activating. As I come forward, I'm letting that belly button reach farther back. So I'm creating my own resistance on my way back. We're loving it, right? We're gonna add our twist. So we're gonna come forward and back and twist. And back and twist. And back and twist. And back and twist. Keep going. Go ahead and come to a sit-up. And begin to roll the shoulders. Okay, last row. And let's go ahead and do a few more, staying on one side only and then switching to the other side. So come back into your feet, bolted, long arms, lean halfway back and twist to the side and forward. And side and reach. Side and reach. Make sure your feet are pressing firmly down. And this is the last one. And center, reach, other side. from the belly button up so your sit bones are grounded, your feet are grounded. Again, make sure that smile is wide and big. And one more. And we come forward. We're gonna come with the knees pressing together, and then we're gonna lift the feet off the floor. You can catch behind your knees if it's a little bit of help, nice and tall. And from here, reach your arms forward. If you're holding, maybe hold with one hand and then the other one reaches, or maybe just barely touch it. We're gonna kick forward. So extend, 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 extend. Again, if you need a rest, if you need to make it a little bit easier, we keep one leg and out and out. Try to maintain a nice long spine. Deep breaths. And last one, lower the feet and give yourself a nice hug, shake it, take it. We're going into our half Navasana or Ardha Navasana. So we're gonna go this time, we're gonna roll all the way to your lower back. Your feet are grounded, nice and long. Deep, deep breaths. So from here, extend the legs in front and we're gonna crisscross the legs. Again, if you need a little bit less, bend the knees and stay halfway up, or we stay nice and long. We switch. Deep, deep breaths. Make sure those legs are long, the toes are pointed. Deep, deep breaths. Don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it. And reach all the way up. Again, give yourself a hug. Ooh, we're gonna hold into a hollow pose. So we're gonna roll back into Ardha Navasana, into a half pose. Lift those legs off the floor. Just smile and hold it. Happy thoughts. Deep, deep breaths. The tip of the ribcage is pushing down. One more breath, lower all the way down. And reach the arms overhead for a nice long stretch. I personally like to bend my knees and just side to side for a nice gentle stretch. Whew. And come back to center, stay down. And then open your feet wide as your hips. Nice and long. Arms like your Charlie's Angels, you remember? Lift up. Hands in between and just a little pulse. And we're going to stay up and hold. Almost there. And release all the way down and stretch the arms and legs. Nice long extension. Hug the knees to the body, roll up to sit up. And again from sitting, we're going to open the feet as wide as your mat. Arms in front, reaching to the front. We're rolling all the way to the tip of your upper back. And then we roll all the way up. So from here, roll all the way back and reach forward. And roll all the way back and reach forward. Push the abdominals in and activate your way back up. And back and reach and back and reach. We have two more. And this is the last one. And reach. Go ahead and cross the legs. Hands on your knees and just roll those shoulders back. Forward. We're gonna bring the fingertips behind you. And then just open the chest and stretch it out. Long breaths in and out through the nose, or a big exhale out through your mouth. One more. And come back. Bring those knees in. We're gonna Lower all the way down. Bring your legs up to the sky and your arms up to the sky. I'm gonna get a little bit more forward. I think you need to come a little bit more forward too, so we have space behind us. Nice and long arms, nice and long legs. Arms up, legs up, and we're gonna lower one arm, one leg, alternating lower, 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 lower. Make sure your lower abdominals are pressing in. Make sure your toes are pointed. And when you're lowering the legs, you're resisting by pushing the abdominals in, the belly button down. That way, there's no arching on the spine. This is the last one. We're legs up. Bend those knees, hug them into your chest. And we're gonna come into a seated position, rolling forward. Nice and long, we're gonna roll into a table. From here, lower all the way down to the floor. All the way. Arms are back, palms are on the floor, facing up. Your shoulders are rolled back, and your chest is pointing down. From here, jaws your right leg, activating and creating length on the legs. Jaws the right leg lifts. Up and down. Make sure you're keeping the leg long, the toes pointed. And we're gonna keep the leg up, hold it. Make sure you're not rolling those hips. And lower the leg all the way down. Other side, lift and lower, lift and lower. Make sure those shoulders are rolled back. The neck is long. Both legs are really, really long. One more, and we keep that leg high. And hold, hold, hold. Again, make sure you're pushing down, creating length on the spine. Activate. Long, long leg. Last 4, 3, keep that leg high, 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 and release all the way down. Bring your hands down, elbows down, lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back, and do a soft neck roll. Other way. And we come back to center. We're gonna bring the arms out to the sides, elbows out, shoulder blades, scapulas kissing each shoulder, chest open, and both legs lift. And we're gonna stay up on the next one. Lift, 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 a little bit more. Deep, deep breaths. Long legs, open the chest, shoulders back, scapulas hugging. Kissing, lift, lift, lift. And 5, lift higher. 3, and release all the way down. Palms on the floor, let's stretch in a downward dog. Roll the toes, push and stretch back. Nice long extension. We're gonna rotate the toes to the right and stretch sideways. Center, and then toes to the left and stretch. Center. Your full downward dog again is stretching. And then we're gonna walk, bending one knee, and then the other one just in place. And we're gonna lower to the knees, all the way. Crossing, coming to a seated. Let's go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Palms on the floor, palms on the knees. And roll those shoulders back. And roll those shoulders forward. And let's go ahead and bring the right arm down and stretch to the side. Center. Lower it and the other arm. And stretch it out. And center. Nice and long. Roll the shoulders back. Roll those shoulders forward. And rest the hands. And then just drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. And allow that left shoulder to melt. Come back to center and rub the left ear, and now the right shoulder melts. Coming back to center, soft shoulders. Begin to roll the neck all around. Take your time. Be mindful of each movement. Keep your spine really long, and we hold. And let's begin to roll the other way. Let's roll. All this sparkle. It's part of the workout. And we hold in center. Bring the hands again to your knees and roll those shoulders back. Roll those shoulders forward. We're going to bring the left arm back, right crosses in a soft twist. Look forward, center, right arm back, left crosses and twist. And look forward, come back into center. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed this class. Thank you.